Hey, Job Drops here, where you can get news and views on jobs that teachers don't tell you. And today in our entrepreneurship series, we'll be covering Mr. Ryan Chan. Now, who is Ryan Chan? He's on the 30 under 30 2018 Forbes list, a list of persons who Forbes recognizes as high achievers and have made an impact in their respective industry, and they're under the age of 30. Currently, he's age 27 and he is an app developer when he came up with the idea for Upkeep to help blue collar workers do their job. Now, what is Upkeep? According to their own website, Upkeep was founded in 2014 by our CEO Ryan Chan. The CMMS he used while working as a process development engineer in a manufacturing plant was too complicated, so he learned how to code and created the first version of Upkeep. Computerized Maintenance Management System (CMMS), also known as a Computerized Maintenance Management Information System or CMMIS, is a software package that maintains a computer database of information about an organization's maintenance operations. And in an interview, Ryan makes the case why he created this system. The reason why I quit my job as a chemical engineer, learned how to code, and took the leap into software was because of the problems I faced as a chemical engineer. I was working at this manufacturing plant, and all the maintenance guys out in the field were using pencils and paper when they had a smartphone in their pocket. Everyone was writing notes on paper, then coming back to their desktop and proceeded to retype everything back into their computers. That's when I said, I'm going to build something for the technicians out in the field to avoid this double and triple entry process. Wrote it in the field, they'd have to come back to the workplace depending on how far it is and then have to type it all over again. However, here's the kicker. The actual triggering point as to why I quit my job in Santa Barbara, moved down to LA, and started focusing on Upkeep was because his girlfriend got into med school at UCLA, took night classes, which enabled him to get a job as an iOS developer, and spent weekends and nights with a guy he outsourced from India to build Upkeep. In a Forbes article, they mentioned that in 2018, he raised about $10 million to get the blue collar technology off to many of the companies. Chan is not alone in trying to modernize maintenance work, but he believes Upkeep has been able to differentiate itself from its in-house systems and competitors like Feeks because it was designed with technicians' needs in mind. All of our competitors are building these really dated software applications that really don't target the end user, maintenance worker, Chan told Forbes. We just have this really bottoms up approach. The company's high rate of organic adoption is a testament to that competitive edge. Upkeep doesn't have a marketing budget, and the application has been free on the App Store since its inception. Here's a picture of the Upkeep app of Plant Inspection Manager, and it has the different layouts, backs, and the different parts of where they are doing the plant. His favorite example is the Oklahoma Department of Corrections, which previously used a piecemeal system of paper spreadsheets, phone calls, and emails for task management. Here, Upkeep also faced its biggest hurdle, a distinctly non-tech savvy user base. These guys had barely used a smartphone before and they were overwhelmed at first, explained Matthew Craig. But after training these technophobes who are experts, it's really for the technician, the blue-collar worker. The result? Upkeep reports that its customers experience as much as 90% reduction in the time it takes to complete maintenance jobs. So what can we learn? What brings your team together? The one thing that we can all rally behind is eating good food. If you bring a lunch, you'll be made fun of. We pressure you to go out and eat with us. This is a way for them to bond and create camaraderie so that they can all be united in one front. How do you hire the first few? For us, it was really important to make sure that we clicked and making sure that there was team chemistry. The way that we knew that for almost everyone that we worked with them before. You can do that at this early stage, but as you grow and scale, it's obviously not going to be possible to have worked with everyone that you hire. So the most important thing for building even any company, you build a rapport with persons who share your ideas. It doesn't make sense to just simply hire or work with persons who don't really share your vision, because then your app and your company won't be able to get off the ground as efficiently as possible. It says, how do you prevent your team from losing focus? If you keep people close to the problem that they are solving, and if you keep people close to the actual customer, then I don't need to do anything. The team can see the frustration in our customers' eyes, and they can see the frustration in people's day-to-day lives. If you separate the team from the voice of the customer, then it's really easy to forget why you're doing something, why you're building upkeep, and why you're trying to help the technicians. And this is pretty important, because if you forget exactly who you're actually building it for and aren't consistently interacting with said customer base, or at least trying to have an idea of what the customer base actually wants, you're going to be in a lot of problems when you deploy your app or deploy your services to the general public. And I will link all these different stories in the description. I won't be reading any further because I have a pretty long article. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This has been Job Drops. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to be updated on further updates, and I hope to see you in the next video.